Welcome back everyone to the Racing Connects. So today we're going to be talking about a new racing series that's in Canada called the Nissan Sentra Cup. Check it out. So what is the Nissan Sentra Cup? Well, before the Sentra Cup was a thing, there was the Micro Cup. That started back in 2015. And this was a racing series that raced around Canada. I was actually able to see one race 2 years ago, and it was a really fun race at Massport. But the reason why they're doing the Sentra Cup now over the Micro Cup, they're phasing out the Micro Cup, is because the Micros are being discontinued in Canada, and they're going to use the Sentra. It's a bit faster, it's got a bigger engine, but it's still a very cheap-ish car to get into if you want to get into motorsports. Right off the website, it says here that the Nissan Sentra Cup will be a one-make series, exclusive to Canada, and like the Micro Cup, it offers drivers with one of the most affordable ways to participate in motorsport. The Sentra Cup will launch in May of 2021. Nissan will once again partner with JD Promotion in competition, having signed a 3-year contract to make an extension of the collaboration which began with the Nissan Micro Cup's inception. So, this is a very exciting news because I myself have a Nissan Micra, and I was wondering what was going to happen with the Micro Cup when the Micra got discontinued, but Nissan Canada has a plan and they're going to start doing the Sentras. So let's get into the details about what makes the Nissan Sentra a car that is desirable in motorsports. Alright, so according to Nissan's website here on their Nissan Sentra Cup, this is the most sleekest and most aerodynamic Sentra to date, making it well suited for the racing series. Now, the stats that this car comes with is just the stock one, and there's not much done to the engine, so I'll read off the stats here. So, it's using the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that comes equipped with the Nissan Sentra standard. That engine is cranking out 149 horsepower and 146 pounds of torque, foot-pounds of torque. And this doesn't use a CVT transmission. This is going to be a manual 6-speed, which is a very nice option to have. So you're definitely going to have to be shifting through this. You're not going to be relying on the CVT transmission. But this is going to be a race car, so it's going to have extra features to make this legal to race on the tracks. So these are some of the racing enhancements right here listed off from the website. First one is bespoke adjustable coil-over racing suspension, Nissan Performance 4 pot front calipers with 355mm by 32mm rotors, the Nissan Sentra SVSR rail caliper and rotor package, so it's an upgraded package from the basic Sentra. Next up is stainless steel braided brake lines, racing brake pads, adjustable front anti-roll bar, bespoke stainless steel exhaust system, racing steering wheel with quick release steering hub, lightweight 18-inch by 9-inch alloy racing wheels. It's got an ECM from Motec M1 series. It's got a rear view camera, so it's going to be like acting as the rear view mirror, but just a camera. Cold air intake, and a reinforced motor and gearbox mounts. The spoiler from the SR, and driver actuated pit speed limiter to help them in the pits. So all of this work is going to be put together from MIA, which is Motorsports in Action, and it's a company that will take the stock Sentra from like the showrooms and make it into the race-ready vehicle. Now this race-ready vehicle, you can just buy it straight out, and the pricing on that is, let me just bring it up. Here it is. For those interested in racing in the all-new racing series, the Sentra Cup race car will be available in early 2021 at the price of $39,990 Canadian. So not too expensive to have this race car. Obviously, you're going to have to maintain the vehicle throughout the series, so you don't want to beat her up too much. But bumping is racing, so you just gotta be aware of those costs there. Now, also with this vehicle, it's got safety protocols put into the vehicle as well. So these are all FIA approved safety specs. So you got a Spec 6-point roll cage, homologated racing seat, homologated 6-point restraint harness, homologated window net, approved electric fire suppressor. It's a 4-liter one, solid state electronic body isolator, and front and rear tow hooks, just in case you send her a bit too hard. So this racing series is going to be very interesting. I was following the Micro Cup a lot, and it includes a lot of drivers from different ranges of motorsports, especially ages. You could be young or old or older and racing this series, and you got different trophies for different classes that you are. Like there's the senior trophy, there's the rookie trophy, and overall trophy and whatnot. Now the Nissan Micro Cups will also be part of this as well. They will be racing behind the Sentras, so it would be like if you watch like Le Mans or the Daytona 24 hours, you got your different classes. That would be right behind them the whole time. So this is right here. At Nissan Canada, One Make Series racing has become part of the brand identity. We seize the invaluable opportunity it provides us to connect in a deeper way with our desires and our customers, while attracting some new members to the Nissan fan base along the way, says Adam Pattison, Director of Marketing. There's a certain thrill in watching motorsport. The great thing about watching One Make racing is particular in the gratification of seeing your everyday vehicle driving full tilt in the crowded pack on the track. The Sentra, being one of the most historic nameplates, was redefined with its 8th generation launch, and we're set to redefine it again through the Nissan Sentra Cup. Let the races begin. So we're really excited to see that. I personally, when I was a teenager in co-op, I did co-op at Nissan back in Cambridge. That's where I grew up in Cambridge, Ontario. And that's where I started loving Nissans. Like I said, I have a Nissan Micra as my very first car. And I'm kind of sad to see the Micro Cup starting to get phased out and see the Sentra, but I'm also happy to see that Nissan is still providing this league so that younger people and just people in general can get into motorsports and maybe progress into the higher leagues that are available. One last part here from the website says the Nissan Sentra, with its longer wheelbase, wider track, and lower center of gravity, looks and feels amazing. The handling characteristics are excellent due to all the work that went into designing the suspension package. Sentra is very agile, very stable, and turning crisp and precise. The braking capability is truly awesome. This will really help drivers develop their braking technique. We'll be able to enjoy hard-fought battles on track, and with this added performance, and we are really excited about all the work that has been done. It's definitely a leap forward for One Make Racing. And personally, I do like spec of One Make Racing better than, I guess, regulated racing, for lack of terms. The reason why is because it's all about the driver at that point. It's not about the machine, because everyone's going to be having the same equipment. If you watch Formula One right now, Mercedes is very dominant in the league, and sometimes, honestly, the races are going to be a bit boring because it's going to be a 1-2 Mercedes unless something happens. And so when everyone's in the same boat, it makes the racing a lot more interesting. Hence F2, like that, or even Super Formula, which is not technically spec because you got Honda and Chevy, but not sorry, I'm thinking IndyCar. You got Honda and Toyota, but they're so similar. There's not much of a difference there, and also in IndyCar too as well. So I do like watching all types of sports, motorsports, but I really do enjoy watching spec racing. And the next picture here I'm going to show you is the picture of all the tracks that are tentative to race. As you know, COVID-19 is still around, and in Canada the lockdowns are very serious here, so we might not be able to even participate as fans to watch it at the tracks, let alone maybe even a race. But as of now, they are looking at these dates and hoping to get the race done. And as you can see here in the background here, you got me playing Forza Horizon 4 with a Nissan Sentra. Fortunately, it's not the brand new one that's on the roads now. It's a Nismo edition, so it's not even the right spec, but kind of gives you a taster here. It's not my best driving here, but I needed something to have in the background. But yeah, I'm going to have the links below where you can get information about the Sentra Cup and whatnot. And hopefully this league will grow strong, and we can see some real tight racing and some new champions on the field. Until next time, guys, this is Brent from the Racing Connects, and we'll see you next time.